Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you haven't been in before, and if you haven't been in before, please subscribe to be a part of the bilingual family, which is mostly me attempting to speak English. So today I had an awful day. I'm just gonna say that I had a lot of pain from my period and I was really feeling down, but luckily my boyfriend got me a wonderful painkiller, just a normal one but a wonderful one, put down the pain back to where it should belong. And I felt like filming a very quick video, but then the one that I'm gonna do today is not quick at all. In general, you might look at my appearance, and if this is your first time here, you might be thinking, what is going on? And you might also be thinking, is this a normal thing? Sometimes I wear this, don't want to do anything else. So but yeah, I have my Empties bag right here. Today is a video all about comfort and my Empties, and that's kind of all, and I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. It's been a while, I don't know why, but I've just been like accumulating them, and I do feel like some of them have been disposed of without me actually remembering like, oh, I needed that for my Empties video. But I'm very happy to just kind of go through this random bag. We have a lot of stuff. I'm gonna start with actually my recent empty. This is the Beauty by Joseon, I don't know how you pronounce it, Radiance Cleansing Balm. When it comes to all of these products, I'm gonna keep it really condensed and brief because otherwise I'm gonna be here for an hour, and I don't know if you might like that. But yeah, this was a really gentle cleansing balm that I would repurchase in the future, but I'm somewhat with some products I'm like, I really want to continue trying this and buying it and repeatedly buying over and over and over again. But with other products, I'm not really that type of girl, and I feel like cleansing balms are definitely something that I just change up all the time. So I think I am going to remember this for the future if I have like a little bit more comparison of cleansing balms in my mind, in my archive, you know, in my beauty archive. Another product from their brand, by the way, is their sunscreen. Now, I normally use my Cosrx aloe serum sunscreen in SPF 50+. I think I have repurchased that one about 4 or 5 times by now, and I think this year I picked this up after it became quite the rage on the internet, and it's completely empty right now, which is why it's in this video. So this is what it looks like, and as you can see, flat as a bird. This sunscreen was very hydrating and very light on the skin. It wasn't like it wasn't like too thick or anything, so I really liked it. But when it came to the moisturizing part, I sometimes felt like it could use a little bit more of that hydrating aspect than the moisturizing aspect, because I feel like my Cosrx one was a little bit better at that. But when it came to like things as the white cast and especially the comfortable feel of the sunscreen on my complexion, or my skin I should say, I really enjoyed it. So I think it's a great sunscreen. I just prefer my Cosrx one a little bit more. Next up we have a makeup product, and this is from my Project Pan. So if you watch my Project Pan products or updates, you know that this one is completely empty. This is the Charlotte Tilbury's Beautiful Skin Foundation. It was a wonderful foundation and one that I would definitely repurchase in the future if I have like a little bit less of foundations in my collection. I really like the way that it looked on my skin. It does have quite a bit of coverage, but at the same time it maintains this very skin-like effect. In the beginning that I was using this, I felt like sometimes it looked good and then other times it did not at all, and I did end up finding out that that was because of like the sunscreen that I was using underneath. So if this product is like not working for you, I would try to find something of the base routine that really works with it, like the complexion and stuff. It's so important to do that, to find skincare products that work with your makeup, because otherwise things can look effy. But I really like this, and for a long time it became like my everyday foundation, but now it's completely empty. Another foundation or tinted balm that was in my Project Pan is the Nabla Beautiful Skin. Is it Beautiful Skin? No, it's not. It's the Skin Realist Tinted Balm. This was a beautiful one as well that I had in my collection for a long time, and together with combined with the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation, those two together was like an excellent combo, because it gave me a little bit less coverage that I wanted, because this one is slightly lighter in coverage. but at the same time it gave me a little bit more hydration, or like a hydrated look. Having said that, this is probably not a product that I will repurchase in the future, just because I think there are other products that are a little bit better, that I have a little bit more coverage than what I personally like. It was a nice tinted balm, but I just think they're better out there. I've got a couple of like big bottles. One of them is my Garnier Skin Active Cleansing Oil, like it's their micellar all-in-one cleansing oil. This is one example, or like one bottle that I have, but I had a couple throughout the year that I just emptied out, because it usually happens with these that I go through them pretty quickly. So this is the one that has like a little bit of oil on top, and if you shake it really well, it becomes like one, and then you have to apply it to your face, obviously. A lot of people tend to use this with like a cloth, or just like those like cotton swabs and stuff like that. I usually just use my hands for this, and I really work it into the foundation and the mascara. What I really like this one for is, first of all, it's very affordable. It's only, I think in Belgium, like 6 or 7 euros for quite a big amount. This is a 400 ml, so it's quite inexpensive for the price that you pay and the amount that you get. And also I do find it to be really incredible at removing my mascara. So if I would repurchase, absolutely, it's very inexpensive, it's very accessible everywhere, and it takes off my makeup really perfectly. The only thing that I don't necessarily like as much about this product is the fact that it does leave like that oily film, but usually with a second cleanse with like another product that I have, that usually takes it off. So it's an affordable gem. One of the shampoos that I emptied out this year is the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Yogurt Hydrate and Repair Shampoo. And to be quite honest with you, I don't remember how I feel about this, and that should probably say enough. I feel, if I remember correctly, that this is probably like a meh product. It was nice and I used it up, but it wasn't anything significant or mind-blowing in my opinion. That's all I kind of have to say for this one, because I don't remember. And I guess I took a little bit of a break with that Shea Moisture shampoo from my regular schmegular shampoo, which is the Noughty to the Rescue shampoo, and I also use their conditioner. Now, for the past few months, or this past year, I don't know how many of these I have emptied out, but it's a lot. I just really like this shampoo. It leaves my hair very soft but not silicone-like, and it really washes my hair and my head quite nicely, and it doesn't leave it completely dry, which is something that I appreciate. What I've noticed when I go back to shampoos like Ultra Dew and all of that stuff is that they really seem to strip my hair of everything that it has, and with this one it doesn't really do that. This is something that I return to because I know it's good and I know that it works for me. So sometimes I like to switch it up, like with the Shea Moisture, but in the end I usually come back to this one. Another product that I have from Noughty is also from their To The Rescue range. I just really like their To The Rescue range. I think it's very soft, and this is their Intense Moisture Treatment for Dry and Damaged Hair. Now in 2020, I think in the second part of the year, I did bleach my hair, and I have been recovering ever since. And as you can see, my hair is almost completely back to its natural color. I think I have to go to like the hairdressers like once, and then we're good to go. But this was like their hair mask for whenever my hair was feeling incredibly dry, and I did feel like it really helped with the overall moisture level of my hair after I washed it. And yeah, I really like this one. It is a little bit more expensive, but you do get quite a bit of product. You get 300 ml of product, and that little goes a long way with this one. It's cruelty free and vegan friendly as well, so there is not a whole lot that isn't to love about this brand, you know. Cosrx Aloe Soothing Sun Cream. This is the sunscreen that I wear on an everyday basis. It's my favorite one. I use it almost every single day, and I do use a whole lot of it in the morning just to make sure that my skin is protected, because I have a quite pale complexion, as you can see, so I have to be a little bit more careful with the sun and sun damage. So I tend to look for one that is SPF 50 plus or just SPF 50, and this one works really well, and it has like a slight citrus scent. I'm actually working on one that's almost empty, so I'm gonna have to repurchase that one again very soon. And now we have only makeup related products, and I think I have about 15 products left with the makeup. This is another product that was in my project pen, but it was in my project pen for a long time. I think this is the Essence Hello Good Stuff Milky Face Moisturizer. It was nice, but that's kind of it. It wasn't expensive, but it wasn't the moisturizer that I personally need for my complexion and my dry skin type. So if you're getting into the world of like skincare and moisturizer, I think Essence is a great way to start, because they have a bunch of skincare products that are quite gentle and not too perfumey. You have to watch out for some products of them. Some of their products do contain quite a bit of perfume, and if you have a sensitive skin type like I do, then sometimes your skin reacts really badly to that. This one was really gentle, and I think it's a good like introduction to the world of moisturizers. Or mascaras, which I think is excessive, but I don't think this is right. I feel like I have another mascara that's empty, but that's not here. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on all of these mascaras and what I think about them. So first up we have the Maybelline the Falsies Surreal mascara. This was nice. I really liked it. I did separate my lashes quite nicely. The thing is, Maybelline in Belgium is quite expensive, and even though I do like their mascaras, I tend to like the Essence and Catrice mascaras a little bit more, especially the length that this one gave me was really beautiful. It's not something that I'm gonna repurchase because of the price, because I think it's like 16 euros. This mascara from Mere Beauty is like 22 or 28, somewhere in between. This one I very much liked. It's a mascara that I would think twice about buying again, but in the end I would buy it again just because it really was that good, and it was a mascara that I wore quite a lot during the time that I had it. So this is probably in like my entire Rare Beauty collection that I have one of my favorite products from them. It's really nice. The Catrice Pure False Lash Mascara. This one I don't really remember a whole lot of it, other than that it was kind of clumpy, so not my favorite mascara. The Catrice Lift Up Mascara. This is their volume and lift mascara. This mascara was so good, and I really liked it, and I'm so sad that it did become clumpy so quickly because when it wasn't clumpy, it really gave me a beautiful volume and like a lift to my lashes, and also just like separated them quite nicely with still having the volume that I wanted but not being too clumpy. But the formula is quite wet, and after a while it just got very thick on the lashes. Again, this isn't necessarily a mascara that I would pick up again. My Tower 28 Milky Lip Jelly in the shade Cashew is finally empty. This is a product that has been in my project pen, for a very long time. It's been in my collection for a very long time. I really like it. I'm very happy that it's empty though, because I want to move on to other products without having to feel guilty that I'm not using this, because it's old and it started to like smell a little bit funky. So that's when I knew that I had to put this in my project pen, because otherwise I would have to throw it out, and I don't want to do that. Another product that was in my project pen is my Colourpop X Raw Beauty Christy Glacier Luxe Lip Gloss. This was a nightmare. I did not like this gloss at all. I really like the concept of it, with like the bunch of like different shimmers that were inside. You had like blue and pink and reflex, but the formula was incredibly thick, and it was very difficult to finally empty this. An eyebrow gel that was fine, but nothing extraordinary, but that I did use a lot was the Essence Fix It Like a Boss Transparent Brow Gel. I do think the one that I'm using by Catrice is a little bit better than this one. It just didn't really have a lot of like a hold to my brows, so they would just go down very quickly again. So this was a nice one if you want to like try brow gels but you don't want to spend too much money. The concealer that I've been using for how long? 10 years by now? Probably something like that. My Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer, the one that I always repurchase if I really need a concealer that is trustworthy and I'm running out of concealers. Creaminess, it has opaqueness, it has coverage, it has a beautiful finish on the skin, and I think it's suitable for a lot of complexions and like skin types. The Essence Hydra Hero 24-hour hydrating tinted cream. This one is also really nice, but it's not something that I'm gonna repurchase just because of the fact that the color wasn't necessarily right. I think I started mixing it with the Nabla one or the Charlotte Tilbury one. I used those two together for a while, and it was really nice, but like I said, I have the shade 05 Natural Ivory, which I think is one of the lighter colors, and it didn't really work for me. There are just some other products in like the foundation and tinted moisturizer category that I do prefer a little bit more than this one. So it's nice, but not something that I would repurchase again. Okay, I have 3 more products to go, and I'm very happy. I have 2 more Rare Beauty products, so I'm gonna stop on a positive note. This one you have probably already seen if you watch my project pen videos in one of my project pens. This is the Kosas Cloud Set Powder in the shade Airy. It's been so long since I've said that. This was in my project pen, and I think I've been penning it or just using it every single day for the past 2 years. I might repurchase this very soon for a reason that you're gonna see very quickly. If you have a dry skin type, this is beautiful because it's milled very fine, and because of that it's not like completely drying on the skin. It doesn't really give a dry appearance. So this is a wonderful powder and I love it so much, and I'm gonna repurchase it. I just made up my mind. Another product that is Empty, and this is actually a premiere to my project pen update. This is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist setting powder, and it is empty. There are little bits and pieces left in this. This is completely empty. You can see that there's like little bits and pieces left. So I've been using my Essence powder for the last couple of days, which is excellent, by the way. I forgot how good that one is. It was very, again, trustworthy, because no matter the day and no matter what kind of makeup I was wearing or the products that I was using, it always looked good when I put it on top. So this is a product, if you love Rare Beauty and like their entire aesthetic and you're looking for a powder, that I would definitely recommend. And I'm so happy that this is empty because it took a while. And then the final one, this one didn't take long at all once I picked it up. This is also the last product from Rare Beauty in my Empties. This is the Kind Words matte lip liner in the shade Talented. This is absolutely a lip liner that I'm gonna repurchase. It's the one that I used the absolute most. I started using it one day and I didn't really pick it down. I cannot show you because it's empty, but there are a lot of videos on my channel where I use this, a lot of looks on my Instagram where I use this. This was my perfect everyday lip liner shade, and this was my perfect like event kind of lip liner shade, depending on how much you applied it and how, not necessarily roughly you applied it, that's not what I wanted to say, but it was on my brain, but how much pressure you put on it. The lighter you made it, the more appropriate for everyday life and just like a subtle contour. If you have a similar complexion to myself and a similar tone to myself, you will absolutely love this one. This one is going to be a repurchase on Vinted though, because I don't want to spend the money. The bag is empty. But in the end, I'm very happy with the products that I have in front of me, and I know from my recollection and the products that I'm using right now that there are a couple of empties coming up, and I kind of wanted to include them in this video when they were empty, but then I would have to wait a little bit longer. But I know for a fact that I have like 4 or 5 empties coming up in the next couple of weeks, just because I'm that type of girl. If you have any questions on the products that I have emptied and what I really thought about them, if you want like a quick little review that is a little bit more in depth than I gave you, leave it down below in the comments and I will try to accommodate you. That's it for my video today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!